Over the past year, Bitcoin has seen its value increase by 1,000%, so it's perhaps unsurprising that it's become an attractive target for hackers. In a process called cryptojacking, cybercriminals are taking over networks and computers to put them to use in mining with cryptocurrency and others like it. Among recent high-profile targets was a public Wi-Fi at a Starbucks, where suspicious code was found that turned visitors' devices into moneymakers for crooks. How do you know if you've been hit? Cryptojacking is defined as the secret use of your computing device to mine cryptocurrency. It used to only happen when a victim unknowingly installed a malware program that covertly mines cryptocurrency. In-browser cryptojacking uses JavaScript code used to run most websites on a web page to mine for cryptocurrencies. That means the malicious code responsible for in-browser mining loads when the web page is accessed. If the mining is being limited to stay below a certain threshold, you may not even notice it's happening. But if the mining is not being throttled, you will likely notice an impact on performance. Many users who have been hitting at a slower speeds, usually caused by a drain on their CPU. You may also notice cooling fans on laptops and desktops whirring up to high speed to compensate for the jump in activity. Writing on Twitter, he said, "Hi at Starbucks, or did you know that your in-store Wi-Fi provider in Buenos Aires forces a 10-second delay when you first connect to the Wi-Fi, so it can mine Bitcoin using a customer's laptop?" Starbucks was quick to respond and took action with a third-party Wi-Fi supplier to remove the malicious code. A spokesman said, "We want to ensure that our customers are able to search the internet over Wi-Fi securely, so we will always work closely with our service provider when something like this comes up." We don't have any concern that this is widespread across any of our stores. Cybersecurity experts say they have seen a spike in cryptojacking, which can slow down your computer in recent months. Cryptojacking is defined as the secret use of your computing device to mine cryptocurrency. It used to only happen when a victim unknowingly installed a malware program designed for the task. In-browser cryptojacking uses JavaScript code used to run most websites on a web page to mine for the digital money. That means the malicious code responsible for in-browser mining loads whenever the web page is accessed. If the mining is being limited to stay below a certain threshold, you may not even notice it's happening. But if the mining is not being throttled, you will likely notice an impact on performance. Many users will have been hit notice lower speeds, usually caused by a drain on their CPU. You may also notice cooling fans on laptops and desktops whirring up to high speed to compensate for the jump in activity. Starbucks is by no means the only firm to be affected by the issue, with numerous companies and home users believed to be infected. In September, cryptocurrency miners were found running on websites owned by Showtime, The Pirate Bay, PolitiFact and the UFC. In recent days it emerged that video streaming sites like OpenLoad, Streamango, Rapid Video, and Online Video Converter have also been affected, according to security firm Azure. Almost 1 billion visitors to the 4 popular video sites each month are being unknowingly mining cryptocurrency, the firm says. The mining program loads in the user's browser when the video player is downloaded ready to stream the video. The total monthly earnings from this cryptojacking, taking into account the current Monero rate, can reach $326,000, £240,000. What is a Bitcoin? A look at the digital currency Bitcoin is what is referred to as a cryptocurrency. It is the internet's version of money, a unique piece of digital property that can be transferred from one person to another. Bitcoins are generated by using an open-source computer program to solve complex math problems. This process is known as mining. Each Bitcoin has its own unique fingerprint and is defined by a public address and a private key, or strings of numbers and letters that give each a specific identity. They are also characterized by their position in a public database of all Bitcoin transactions known as the blockchain. The blockchain is maintained by a distributed network of computers around the world. Because Bitcoins allow people to trade money without a third party getting involved, they have become popular with libertarians as well as technophiles, speculators, and criminals. Where do Bitcoins come from? Mining is the process of solving complex math problems using computers running Bitcoin software. These mining puzzles get increasingly harder as more Bitcoins enter circulation. The rewards are cut in half at regular intervals due to a deliberate slowdown in the rate at which new Bitcoins enter circulation. Bitcoin was launched in 2009 by a person or group of people operating under the name Satoshi Nakamoto, and then adopted by a small clutch of enthusiasts. Nakamoto dropped off the map as Bitcoin began to attract widespread attention, but proponents say that doesn't matter. The currency obeys its own internal logic. Dr. Craig Wright was suspected as the creator following a report by Wired last year, and he has now confirmed his identity as the cryptocurrency's founder. On the one hand, leading Bitcoin payment processor BitPay works with more than 20,000 businesses, roughly 5 times more than it did last year. Info.is Bitcoin particularly vulnerable to counterfeiting? The Bitcoin network works by harnessing individuals viewed for the collective good. A network of tech-savvy users called miners keep the system honest by pouring their computing power into a blockchain, a global running tally of every Bitcoin transaction. As long as miners keep the blockchain secure, counterfeiting shouldn't be an issue.